YouTube, today I bring you some glorious brain rot. This is spectacular, what you're about to see, and I don't say that as pure clickbait. I see that as just my way of trying to set you up for what is going to be a mind-melting experience. That yes, people play this game who have questionable approaches to what they're doing. So today is going to be a lesson. If you ever choose to spend money in Idle Heroes, don't do what you're about to see here. I'm not going to spend money, want to be clear about that. We're just going to jump in on Westy's account here, who showed up for account reviews this week. My brain melted when I saw this. I was like, dude, I need to log in and see what the heck brought you to this position. Turns out he's level 122. He's not even beaten campaign because he's sub-level 130. Obviously, he's not done the glory challenge, so a lot of the key milestones for newer players have not been achieved. But if you've watched any of my videos about building up to level 130, seen previous account reviews highlighting some of the best spending I've seen in the game, you'll know that you want to establish resources like sublimation as you get closer to level 130, because you will need that sublimation to upgrade your Transcendence heroes. We have 896,000 spiritual essence. This is a little bit too much, to be honest, but it's something, it's nice, it'll help. I'm okay with this, to be honest. He probably picked up a lot of this event, because it is an event that gives spiritual essence. On top of that, I would want to see more sublimation, so I'm not quite sure why we don't have that. We've got even destiny materials here, not sure how that happened. 50 soul symbols, so we can fix heroes. But when you start looking at the mistakes here, you'll realize this is not a hero problem. It's everything else. Look at scrolls. 56. Anniversary is less than 2 weeks away. And we have no heroic summon scrolls. I don't know why that's the case. I am kind of scared by this. But bro seems to have no scrolls. If he's spending them aggressively, that's concerning. But you know what? Maybe he just went in last event and is saving up. We've got ourselves 2.5 million Crystals of Transcendence plus a Scarlet Queen Halora, so we're even approaching a second Transcendence hero. We're halfway there. Not living on a prayer though, although we're going to need a freaking prayer to get through this account, I tell you. Let's take a look at the artifact here on Scarlet Queen Halora. You have nothing but sympathy for this man. He went with the pure golden crown, which means he chose Deific Shield and turned his normal golden crown into this. My friends, this is not the move. This is not the play. If you can go with Deific artifacts, you might like Crown, but I promise you, upgrading it to Deific is not it. You want to make sure you get the pistol so that you can get damage artifacts. So, of course, bro did that. And he got himself a Lingering Melody of the Universe. One of them. This is 6-star. Which means, yes, we get attack, we get holy damage, we get energy, and we get speed. But you know what we don't get? All damage dealt. You need multiple Lingering Melody of the Universes to go here into the Almost Workshop and make it 6-star. So, bro, when you can, please get another of these pistols so that you can go ahead and make Lingering Melody of the Universe 2 glittery. Because it will give you 50% all damage dealt in round 1, which decreases by 10% down to a minimum of 20. And you gain an attack bonus at the start as well. This is so good for buffing your damage. And right now, you have something mediocre. You need 2 of them. So the fact that you went with a crown means you could have had an additional Lingering Melody. That is painful for me to witness. And it gets worse. What is this? An E3 Vulcan with resonance armor? Like, bro, what do you think E3 is gonna do? More like just a 10-star with extra stats. It's not very good. You've got yourself armor break attack. That's not a lot of anything. You said copy? Is that copy as in I've heard you? Or look at the copy? Because this is a nice copy. It's skill damage, it's holy damage. It's looking pretty juicy, but the dude's E3 and he isn't transcended. That's kind of bad. And then what is this? I know it's called God Eater. I know it sounds cool. But the only thing that it is going to do is eat you because it's terrible. It actually makes you go, why did I do this? Attack, crit damage, HP is, dude, it's not good, bro. It eats dirt. Yeah, Renville is so right. This is trash. Punisher of Immortal is bad on the best of days. I know, let's give it 20% HP. No, that's not good. This artifact sucks. and you needed a pistol to get here, that could have been another lingering melody of the universe. Bro, what was this? This was a throw. That's what that was. And then, yay! Demon Bell! Woo! It's glittery. It's lovely. That's fine. And then, huh? Bro, why do you have one of all of them? What are you doing? Why do you keep picking up a single one? Like, the whole point of deific artifacts and picking them up early is that you can go into the Almost Workshop and make them glittery. I just want you to read Breath of Forest Spirit. Read this. Power of Wildness at the end of each round increases the hero's all damage dealt by 9% and all damage reduction by 1%. Okay, just read that sentence. All damage dealt increases by 9% at the end of each round. Now go look at a Splendid Antlers Cane. When a round ends, all damage dealt is increased by 9%. A glittery version of Breath of Forest Spirit gives the same bonus as a Splendid Antlers Cane. That's why we like these deific artifacts, because you can invest in the same number of artifacts. It's just 4 artifacts, but the difference is 2 of them are Origin and 2 of them are normal. So 2 normal Antlers Canes, 2 of the Origin pistols, and that gets you a glittery Breath of Forest Spirit, which gives even a 1% all damage reduction. It's not huge, but it's something, and it's better. And the stats here, look at this, 300% skill damage and 90% precision versus Antlers Cane, which only gives 70% precision and a measly 60% skill damage. We're getting 5 times more skill damage from the Breath of Forest Spirit. So the point of why we love to get deific artifacts is to make them glittery. Same goes for Lingering Melody of the Universe. The only time you'll want to take a deific artifact to Splendid is if you're either maximizing damage on a Lingering Melody of the Universe, or looking for weird wildness with Will of Winter, or if you're just a normal player looking for an actual legitimate Splendid artifact, go with this. A Dragon Brew Scepter, because at its highest form, it will feed energy at the start of a round, which triggers passives like Wukong's and Betty's. For all of the deific artifacts, glittery is all you need. So, bro, you're literally halfway with so many of these to them being good. So you need another Lingering Melody, and you need another Breath of Forest Spirit, and then they will be finished and fine. This is ass. Never get another God Eater. This thing is not necessary. It's a bad artifact. It's not needed. Same goes with the crown. I know it's pretty. I know it looks cool. I know it gives you that crit damage reduction. It's not it, bro. In fact, crowns are getting less and less popular to pick up because we just are struggling for artifacts. And important artifacts that we want right now are Demon Bells, Elusive Mirrors, anything that feeds energy. Because energy feed gives us more active skills, and more active skills means that we win because they're the best abilities in the game. Adding to this, you have another Demon Bell, which is fine. It's on Rogan, which is pretty much useless, but hey, it's another Demon Bell. It means you've got 3 Demon Bells. Getting them is really, really important. So let's go take a look at the rest of the stuff, guys. It gets really, really, really questionable after this. Cool events. Right. As it stands, we're currently staring at a Card Clash Evolution event. This is a normal event, right? There's nothing special about Card Clash. It's your normal little time. And already alarm bells should be going, whoop, whoop, whoop. We're at stage 12 with double rewards. Hang on, bro spent money. What's that about? Why are we not 13, 14, 15, 16? What's happening? What happened? And hey, look at this. If we look all the way to the Moonlight Gift, $300. What happened? I can tell you what happened. Bro got himself a Deific Origin Artifact Selection Chest. Bro got himself a Mysterious Artifact Selection Chest. I'm thinking, hey, that could be a Lingering Melody of the Universe. This could be a Demon Bell. Good times. But then if you look at the bag, where are they? He opened them! This is the aftermath of his choices! And I am now scratching my head over what he has done. But it gets worse. If we go back to the Moonlight Gift, you'll see one of the strongest rewards you can get from here is Prism Story Gems. You're getting 1,000 there. You're getting another 1,000 there. Plus another 300 here. 2,300 Prism Story Gems. Ooh. And then I think, where are they? Where are your Story Gems? What's going on? And then I went to the auction house and was like, surely it's just because he can't convert them. What's happening here? And then I saw his conversion is 19. And I was like, oh no. There is absolutely no functional way possible that those 2,300 Prism Story Gems could have been converted in the limited time that he's had them. It's just not possible. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure 19 times 7 is not 2,300. So I was thinking, where the heck did they end up? So do you know where I looked, guys? I went to the value packages. I was thinking, maybe bro has picked up enchanted cards. But they're all limit 2. Which means, friends, bro used Prism Story Gems as part of Awakening privileges. And not only did he push to 600 points, for some reason I cannot explain, maybe he was drunk, maybe he was high, maybe he got a bit carried away, he pushed up to 870 points. Bearing in mind rewards stop at 600. Why? What were you hoping to achieve? 270 points in the trash. I don't know why you did this. I don't know how you did this. I don't know where the heck you got the hero copies to do this. But I am baffled and I'm confused and I am in pain. So then I look at the Glorious Treasury and I'm like, bro, tell me you bought something good. And I'm seeing he's bought things. The purchase limit is down to... on all of them. Bro's been spending... Bro's picked up Deifix! And I'm like, dude, you spent 300 bucks. You should be in Treasury 6. But you know why he's not in Treasury 6? It's because he's not pushed the card Clash of Illusion, because bro didn't watch the review for the event. And look at all this potential Treasury coins wasted. The thing about 2,300 Prism Story Gems is if he'd have saved them, he'd have been able to go to the auction market. And I just want you to look at a C tier hero. Let me show you the current buyout price for C tiers. 64. That is less than half of what these guys retire for. To give you a better understanding, let's look at C pluses. 85. Right? 85. Which means you can buy this queen for 85 Story Gems, and then you can go and destroy it in the Soul Temple for 200 contract stories. If you are using Prism Story Gems to awaken heroes, you are throwing, brother. Because you can use 85 of them to get 200. Which means you could use 85, which isn't even one awaken, to get 2 awakens. It's baffling. Absolutely baffling. And the cool thing is, as well, is you don't even want to use them for awakens. Awakens is the worst use of contract story gems in the game currently. Buying value packs is the best thing. And even these value packs kind of suck, because they don't give train tickets. And West was saying earlier, mate, my train sucks. Yeah, it's because you're not using contract story gems to improve it. You're not buying packages that are giving train tickets. And with no train tickets, you ain't getting a bigger train. If you were going to go ahead and use contract story gems this week and pick up all these enchanted cards, what scares me the most is you bought both Flora's Picnics. Oh no! He bought both Flora's... You donut! You got 10 of these! Twice! Which means you could have bought the value packs with the contract stories! Which means you could have gotten the card clash and you could have got to stage 20! Or at least tried to! And you've maxed it! That's as far as you could get! Really? Oh, brother. If you'd have gotten to stage 20, you'd have had way more glorious treasury coins. Way more! And with those, you could have bought some more spicy rewards. And this is where it gets more painful. This is where I start to get very confused. Because yes, he's wasted contract story gems. Yes, he's wasted prism story gems, 2 of the most valuable resources in the game. But when given the chance to pick up rewards, he chose bad artifacts. And you can see our sublimation game right now. It's an active skill and a passive 1. And it's not even 180, which is what you need to fully upgrade a hero. So take a look at these chests. I've alluded to them long enough. They're single blobs. But these... He's got 4 of them. 4 Core of Origin chests. No. No, no. Not needed. This is bad. I see people still picking these up to this very day. Before they have sublimation established. What are you hoping to achieve with the Core of Origin chest? We need subs. They're such an important resource. Imagine being VIP 6 but having barely any subs. And you already opened Halora's core. What do you mean you already opened Halora's core? Why? Of all the heroes! Of all the heroes, you chose Halora? Halora's one of the easiest to get. There are so many game modes that give Halora's core for free that Halora's core is the one we delay because we get given it. Like, look at this box, not this one, this one. It gives so few Transcendence heroes, but you know who's in it? Halora. Hollow campaign, which is the other side of Void campaign. It gives so many Halora cores. Dodoy! This is what happens. Do not spend money on idle heroes unless you have people to help you, my friends, because this is what happens. You have opportunities to get lots of prizes. Or you can spectacularly fail. And I never know how I feel about that. I really don't. Wow. Folks, this is an experience. And this is something terrifying. And look at the first DM you sent. Bro. The first DM you ever sent me was on the 9th of June saying, hey man, you have some time for advice. Have you read my Discord server bio? It says, don't DM me, I don't reply, sign up for an account review. Which is what you did! You signed up for one, and I said, yo, I'm gonna log it in your account, and I'm gonna help you. And in that 24 hours, you did this! You did this! Last night, you were like, smoked out your brain! And you were like, I need 870 points! You couldn't have waited a day for me to come and give you some advice! You just went for it and was like, well, what's the worst that could happen? You bingo brain! Folks, if you want to get better at this game, please, I know there's so many things that are daunting and confusing, and I know there's account reviews which can seem overwhelming, but there are fundamental principles when it comes to this game that really, they just stand the test of time. Just straight up. Prioritize Stellar Shards for upgrading your heroes. Prioritize Sublimation instead of Cores of Origin. You only need Core of Origin when you're pushing to Destiny. And when it comes to deific artifacts, use them to enhance artifacts focused on damage. That's going to be Lingering Melody. That's going to be Breath of Forest Spirit. And inevitably, a Dragon Rui will do you well and get it to Splendid. When it comes to the heroes on this account, I don't even want to get started. Because the fundamentals here are what gets me worried. You could be playing with any old heroes you want, and if your fundamentals were sound, I would not mind. I have seen accounts that have had Unimax 3000s and gone, you know, bro, this is based. Bro's running around with, like, an insane Rugi Scepter Unimax or an Atlas Cane Unimax that starts with an active skill, because that's Unimax's special ability. He starts with full energy. There's cool stuff going on, right? But this is like a Halora, it's a Tix. It's unusual, but you know what? Tix is fine. If you brought in Eloise, she would work alongside a Tix. You could even look at getting a hero like Carrie for the Dark Faction. I mean, look at those. That's a lot of Aspens, bro. I mean, heck, Halora pivots into Aspen. You can have Aspen and Halora together, which is fine. They're good. But you're only good once you've done the Glory Challenge. So you need to make sure you know how to do the Glory Challenge. So Westy, please, for my sake, go check out a video of me completing the Glory Challenge for someone. Learn how this works. The simple premise is you want to build yourself a Tree of Origin 3 in each of these faction categories. So that's 1 in either Shadow or Abyss, either Fortress or Forest, then either Dark or Light. Then you carry on up to level 120 in the Tree of Origin. and then you destroy them, go and do the same with Dark and all the other factions. With those upgraded heroes as well, what you can go ahead and do is the Seal Land, and that's fine. And what do you mean you have the keys drive? I can't do the glory challenge for you because you're not level 130. What do you mean? I can't magically fix this. I can't undo this golden crown. I can't make you have a magical another lingering melody. There's sometimes when people they're like, oh, if MK logs in, it'll all magically get better. No! I can't fix accounts when you've done this. That's not how it works. You need to make good choices and have the resources for me to fix. That's like bringing me to a building site with no tools, no equipment, and saying build a freaking house. This isn't Minecraft. I can't punch trees. Duh! Guys, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. This is not my greatest hour, and I'm gonna explode unless I end this video now. Guys, just... I'll see you later. Goodbye and happy idling.